Government spending is set to return to 1970s levels whoever wins the upcoming general election. Research from the Resolution Foundation think tank has shown today.Read more. Hey, big spender. IFS boss Paul Johnson on the end of economic orthodoxy. Both the Conservatives and Labour have pledged big spending increases for NHS, schools, and infrastructure. The two parties have left behind almost a decade of economic orthodoxy that said public spending should be cut.Matt Whittaker, Deputy Chief Executive at the Resolution Foundation, said, "The fact is that whatever promises are made over the course of this election campaign, taxes are going to have to rise over the coming decade." Following Chancellor Sajid Javid's generous September spending round, government spending as a share of GDP is set to rise to 41.3% of GDP by 2023, up from 40% in 2018, due largely to a splurge on infrastructure. This would place government spending under the Conservatives well above the average of 37.4% recorded in the 2 decades running up to the crisis. The Resolution Foundation's report said. Labour's 2017 manifesto pledged £49 billion more spending, which coupled with Shadow Chancellor John McDonnell's £250 billion 10-year investment plan, would take government spending to 43.3% of GDP. This would mean the size of the state under Labour being significantly above the 1970s average. The report said. It is likely that both the Conservatives and Labour will unveil more spending plans as the general election campaign wears on. This would push spending to even higher levels. After an unprecedented decade of austerity, both main parties are gearing up to turn the spending taps back on, said Whittaker. The shared commitments to ending austerity, reversing elements of it, and big infrastructure plans mean that Britain could be heading back to a 1970s-sized state, whoever wins the next election. Read more. UK spending rules should focus on investments rather than debt, economists say. He added, "It's important that the parties set out a detailed economic strategy in their manifestos that reflects the changing size and shape of the state, and the big demographic pressures to come." Image credit, Getty. For more on this story, visit the news article link.